And then the W is a couple of things for the W. So it's like a vow, wah, 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 wah. So the first W is know your worth. Know your worth. Know what you're capable of. Understand the value that you bring to the people that are around you. Don't ever think that you're just there because they tolerate you. Really? No. You're there because you have a value, and your worth, inherent worth in you is so powerful. You have a worth that is invaluable. It's like there's nobody else out there like you. There's nobody else out there that has had your experience. There's nobody else out there that brings what you bring to the work that you do. Nobody. Nobody ever in the history of mankind, and nobody ever in the future of mankind has a brain and a history and a perspective like you. And so you are extraordinarily worthy, and you are extraordinarily valuable. So if you have the vow, those V.O.W., know your value, know what your values are, know your objective as to why you want to do what you're doing, and understand the worth and that you bring to this particular job. So for instance, years ago, I worked for the Youth Suicide Prevention Program. I was a contractor. I held that contract for 11 years. And in my little town, kids were dying by suicide. It was a dark time in our town. We were losing at least one a year, sometimes 3 a year to suicide over the course of a school year. It was horrible. Everybody was panicked. Nobody knew what to do. And because I was the youth suicide prevention person, everybody would call me. Now, I've been doing youth suicide prevention work for probably at that point at least 5 to 8 years. And it was a fight to get into schools. It was a fight. Nobody wants to talk about suicide until all the kids are dying. Then everybody wants you there, and they want you there immediately, and they want you there for free. And I thought to myself, when the kids first started dying, I thought, okay, I'm going to work as hard as I can possibly work. I'm going to never say no to any requests, no matter what, because I have information that they need. And that's how I know I've done everything I can do to help our community keep our kids alive. That was my objective. And I thought that was my value. And it just really, that was my vow, right? I had the objective. I knew that what my values were, and I knew that I had information that people needed to get. So I knew that I was the person for the job. And in a very short period of time, I found myself completely worthless because I was so burnt out. I was so tired of going everywhere and saying the same thing to everybody and getting resistance. People are like, oh, that's not true. Like, well, yes, it is. And so, including city officials, I mean, it was a hot mess, right? Because people get scared. So I took a long, hard look at what I was doing, and I decided that I was going to stop working weekends and evenings. I just decided I deserved it. I needed to keep myself well. This is what I had to do to stay well. And so I implemented that boundary, and believe you me, people were not happy that I was not willing to go everywhere and do everything all the time for free. I just said, you know what? I really appreciate that you're having your event on Saturday. I don't work weekends or evenings. That did